Most of Europe has been crushed under the Axis boot, forcing an Allied retreat. Their supply lines for food and raw materials are crippled. The Suez Canal is a lifeline, connecting Britain with its empire and Middle Eastern oil, making the war in North Africa crucial. As the British and Axis armies face each other across the Libyan-Egypt border, the front line swings like a pendulum across the western desert. A harsh, unforgiving strip of land between the Mediterranean and the Sahara. Mechanized warfare has come of age. Here, tanks are king. I've arrived in Tobruk off a boat filled with replacements and reinforcements. Young men blindly rushing to their deaths. None of them are comfortable having someone like me around. Suits me fine. Most of them won't make it out of here alive. Rommel was kicked out during Operation Crusader, but Axis forces are once again sweeping across the western desert. The Gazala Gallop began with the Allied retreat, and Rommel is at the city's throat. There's no time for tactics. 35,000 of us have one order. Hold Tobruk.
Hello everyone, welcome back to me, BFC Impulse. Yes, this is, as you saw right in the beginning, you might recognize it, it is Sniper 3 Elite. This is on my PC, yes, I've got my PC, and it is running on ultra settings, and I hope you enjoy this, and you know, nice cutscene here at the beginning. It's quite pretty, it is damn good, it looks absolutely fantastic when you're playing it, brilliant. I was just trying to see if it would handle it on ultra settings before even trying to overclock it, because I like to keep my graphics card lasting long enough, so I want to see what it's like before attempting to overclock it. And before I even want to attempt to overclock it, I want to find settings, people's other settings are saying should work. I'm going to check out all these other settings everyone's got on the internet to see which one's the best, because I don't want it to run too high in temperature, yet I do want it to perform and give me some really good frame rates per second. You look at some of the review channels on YouTube, right? There's only, I think, only one, which is the Linux one, is the one where they run it overclocked, and they're showing you what it can do on overclock on 4K resolution, which is absolutely fantastic. But if you want to go down to 1080p, you get some really good games. Crysis 3, I know if you overclock this game, this unit on Crysis 3, you do get a good 30 frames per second on 1080p. Because Crysis 3 is highly powered, you can play it no problem. That's an average. They've had, when they've overclocked it, they've had a maximum of 55, and that's when they've put it right to the top, and it's running really high. And I don't want to run it really high, so I'm looking towards the 40 to 30 frames per second if I want to have a bit of fun. Oh, I could drop it down slightly in the settings to go down to high. And you know, instead of going from ultra down to very high to high, I could get from about 60 frames a second, no problem, and you know, still have some really good graphically gameplay. Look, this is fantastic, isn't it? In this game at the moment, I'm having a slight issue because I like to play campaign using a controller. Online is slightly different because you do need quick reactions, and the mouse is the quickest way to aim, isn't it? It is, come on guys, it is. If you admit that, all you PC gamers will admit that the mouse is the quickest way to aim. If you're trying to use the controller on analog sticks, it's so slow now. But with a mouse, you do realise that it's a lot quicker to aim. However, because my controller for some reason is not playing ball, I can't seem to get it to work, and I'm trying to figure out why. So I swap over to the mouse and keyboard, and I just can't figure out. So many different keys you've got to figure out on this game, and I suddenly realised what the problem was with my keyboard and my controller. I had plugged it into the USB 3 slot and it's not compatible, so I had to plug it into the USB 2 and it started working, and I do that later on in this video. Oh my god, hey, look at his testicles. I should have aimed a little bit higher, I could have had his testicles. That would have been a good shot, wouldn't it? Man, 8 ball in the corner pocket, if you know what I mean. So it is a really fantastic game. Sniper 3 Elite is a really good game to play. I quite enjoyed it. I haven't played Sniper Elite since Sniper Elite 2 came on the Xbox 360 on the demo version. I never bought the game, but I did play the demo, and I quite liked the demo. This is absolutely a little bit better. You're able to kill people by going behind them, snapping their neck, you know, doing a little silence kill, which you'll see later on in this video. this game is absolutely fantastic. I do want to get my hands on Battlefield 4, but however, I have to wait because due to the fact that I spent £440 on this PC, you know, I've literally spent out at the present time. So, and plus I've got to pay my mother back for the money she lent me. So, it's going to be a couple of months before I can get myself Battlefield 4. But I do really want to get, because I want to see the difference between Battlefield 4 on the PC than the Xbox One. Because on the Xbox One, I'm now having, as you know in my videos, that little lag issue again. I want to see if I get that on the PC. If I don't get on the PC, I'm playing Battlefield on PC. I'm going, damn. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So right at the moment, I've sorted out my issue with the controller. I'm now using the controller now. I can't remember what I was using it. And it is an Xbox controller. I believe it's an Xbox 360 controller. I was thinking of using my Xbox One. If I do that, then I have to resort it back to the Xbox One. So I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. It's the same kind of thing. They're both exactly the same. They both do the same thing. It's just on the Xbox One controller, its software can be updated directly into the controller via the Xbox One. So that's the only slight difference. But I am messing it right up at the moment because I can't get used to this game. But then I do find out exactly when I'm waiting for my heart rate to go back up again, I slow down so I'm able to use my special aim. So the problem is, I've noticed in this one, when you played Sniper Elite 2, you had that big box and it went smaller and smaller and smaller. But in this one, it starts off small and goes smaller and smaller and smaller. You don't realise that at first, and it's a little hard to notice it. And that's what I was missing all the time. But then I do spot it out in a second now. I do figure it out and then do it. And you'll see it right about now. I've also got Saint Row 4. It's one because when you buy an AMD product, it normally comes with a voucher. The 270X now is now in the gold voucher category, but however, when I bought this PC, the company I bought it off, it's probably still bought it when it was on the silver thing, so they are all the silver codes. So I got silver codes, which gives me 2 games. You know, it's not too bad, and I figured out how to shoot it, as you just noticed. And I decided to download this one and download Saints Row 4 because I've never played these both games. There was an option to download Alan Wake, download Murder Suspect, which I've seen on YouTube. Looks like a pretty damn good game, and also the fact that I could have also downloaded Tomb Raider. But I played Tomb Raider on the Xbox One, you've seen it, and I enjoyed it on Tomb Raider. So I thought I'd play some and get the games which I haven't played, and this is one of them. I'm going to be downloading some World of War tanks, downloading World of War tanks back onto my PC properly. I'm going to do some War Thunder because apparently War Thunder is supposed to be good. It's more realistic than World of War tanks because it gives you the sliding ability. We're also thinking of downloading some other online games. Somebody suggested downloading. What is that? What was it? No, Warfist? Is it? I can't remember what it was called. Warfist. Somebody suggested downloading Warfist. I did try the beta on the Xbox 360. It was a good game, but it just had a lot of lag issues. But at the end of the day, that was just a beta. I'm wondering what it's going to be like right now. And as a lot of people are saying, suggested to download that. Ooh, look at that. Now, stealthy takedown with a knife. Ooh. What are we going to do now? What are we going to do? Search the body. I love the fact that you can also throw bodies over. You can hide the bodies once you kill them. You snap them, pick the body up, and chuck them out of the way so no one can see where they are. It's a good idea. It reminds me so much like Assassin's Creed, that doesn't it? Where you pick up the body and throw it. But let me know how the rendering looks, because all I've done is put a little bit of sharpness on it, put a little bit of color curves, and that's all I've done. I haven't touched anything else. So just let me know what it looks like in the, and let me know what you think of the rendering, and please let me know. It would be most appreciated. I'm just coming towards the end of the video. I'm going to let you watch the end part of this. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But until next time, it's me, Will, signing off, and I'll catch you all very soon, and take care. Bye.
Wir haben